Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, Logan in the house. Got a, oh gosh, I was gonna call it a Honda. Polaris Sportsman 500 2006 CFI. 4x4, whole 9 yards, camo versions, all pretty sweet. Believe this guy is bad, the starter. Not this one, but the one still on the unit. This, I'm hoping, is a good one. So, just a quick thing of what's happening. Got this kind of key switch stuff torn apart right now. Turn your unit on, fuel pump works and everything. Go to hit the start and just get a tick of the solenoid. So a quick check to see if your starter is getting powered. Put one end of your test light on the negative side of the battery, and then you just want to probe on the input power to the starter. Hard to see, but just because it won't focus here. Let's try this again. There we go. So I just pulled that boot back so you can get on there. Put this onto the starter, onto that terminal, and then hit the start button and see what this does. Yeah. So I know I said hit the start button. On this one, you actually turn the key. So turning the key, so tells us pretty clear starter is getting power, and what's happening is the starter isn't working. Probably a bad armature, or something's rusty, whatever the deal is. So I'm gonna do a quick video how to replace this starter. The older units, you used to have to take the recoil cover off. There was some bolts behind there, especially the 2-stroke models, holding it in. But this looks pretty straightforward. It just pops in and out with 2 bolts on the left side. So we'll get in there. They look like they're probably hard to get because they're behind the inner clutch cover. But again, we'll just work at it, take it step by step. Okay, I'm gonna remove this side panel just because it helps me kind of see what's going on better, at least up here. But it is gonna be tight. I mean, there's no doubt about it, it's gonna be tight. Here's the ground wire, one end of the starter here, and then the other one's gonna be down. Oh boy, yeah, we're never gonna see it. Too many hoses and cables and wires in the way. But anyways, the other one's right next to it, so we'll get working on it. So I got some junk 10mm wrench, and I'm gonna take it off, take the power cable off the starter stud first. Not sure I'm gonna do it either from here if you can reach in there, otherwise from the left side from the front. Looks like you can access it and get in there, otherwise from the other side. So I found it easiest reaching in through this side. So I got the nut off, the cable is off. Then we'll swing over to the other side. This guy here's just a hair in the way. This way you can move this hose better up and out of the way when you're reaching in. I got it started. So first bolt's out. And then the other one is down in there. You're just gonna have to reach down in here with a wrench and get working on it. Okay, I got some light. This helps. I took this hose off the airbox so we can get in there better, but there you can see the bolt. The one we took out, and then the one that just got focused on there. It's loose, it's all the way backed out, but the problem is you can't pull the bolt out. So I think I'll take a rod, my good friend rod and hammer, tap the starter out. And I think with the starter out, then we should be able to pull everything apart. And I'll probably tap on it right there where you're looking, right here, tap it out. Okay, hard to get this shot by myself, so I got my phone just sitting there. What's gonna happen? I'll tap on this. Just like that. Starter come loose. Okay, so it was kind of hard to pull out, but I found out just by wiggling it and rotating it, if you can wiggle it and rotate it like so. So this is the bolt that wouldn't come out, which we got now. twist it, rotate it, get it so the two tabs are at the top, and then it actually comes out fairly easily. I'm trying to do all this with one hand. Just caught on some wires here. Just like that. Can wiggle out the starter. You can see it's all rusty. Yeah, I think there's some water and stuff sitting in here. I mean, it's stuck, it won't turn. Eye it up to your new starter. Sure looks like similar unit. Again, I usually like to put a little oil or grease on this O-ring so it fits in nice. But yeah, go ahead and we'll put it in, similar to kind of how we took the other one out. So first bolt, it should be the difficult one. A guy could go and cut a couple threads off of this. That would probably help. I know that could be done. We're gonna try it without. So put it back in here like it was, and then rotate the starter back around so the other one lines up. So it looks like everything's kind of back into place. Oh, if this thing would focus, doesn't look like it wants to focus. That's kind of where it's at right now, not all the way in. Down here, everything is straight back in place where it should be. And that bottom bolt is not started yet, but it's lined up with the hole. So could pop the starter in. Just again, take your rod and tap on this side of the starter here, and push it back into place, making sure the holes line up, and you should be good. So I was able to get it started, but I'll just show you for those of you who maybe are struggling with this. We're gonna just cut off a couple threads, probably 2 threads. So I put a nut on here. We'll cut 2 threads off, about pretty much the thickness of the blade. That's half done. So there it is with 2 threads removed. Now we can install this, and yeah, I mean it'll go much easier for getting it started. Like I said, I was able to do it the other way, but for those of you who maybe are struggling, cut a couple threads off, should be good. So again, put the cut screw in, the shorter one, and we'll rotate the starter down. So the 2 extra threads really just give you enough room to where you can wiggle this screw. You can wiggle it in and out. It's loose. You know, now you can get a wrench in there and get tightening it down. Okay, I took this 10mm wrench that I had. It was made thin. I made it thin before. Cut the 12 off. Kind of a little shorty wrench. But there, it's back together. New starter is installed. So can it be done? Yes, absolutely. You can replace the starter without removing the, clutch covers, inner cover, removing the clutches, clutch puller, all that stuff. Is it a pain in the butt? Absolutely. It's a pain in the butt. I ended up taking 2 more threads off. This guy here, the one down on the bottom, took 2 more threads off of him, and then was able to start with my fingers. But getting your hands in there and stuff, it's not the easiest. My pinky's gonna hurt. It's all cut up. This clutch cover and stuff is all sharp. But yes, it can be done. Starter can be replaced without pulling the clutches. And then just hook up your power down to your starter. We'll do that quick. So there, the power wire is back on. And the ground wire is back on. Don't forget it. I forgot it. Easy enough to replace. That guy's not bad to do. So we'll give her a little test toast. By golly, it worked. Do it one more time. Oh yeah. Works great. Very happy. Very, very happy this job is done. Yep, it can be done. It's a pain. No doubt it's a pain. But if you're willing to tackle it, go for it. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Brah.